The COVID-19 pandemic has arguably changed our society as we continue to adapt to the new normal of social distancing, restricted travel, and increasingly uncertain economic outlook. For Research University, at the start of the academic semester, the effects of the pandemic are just becoming apparent. Uncertainty remains regarding international students, social distancing measures, and potential impacts for funding and research agenda. Today's SciTalk will focus on how research universities are conducting their research during the pandemic. I am delighted to be here together with Professor Jaume Casals. He's the rector of the University Pompeu Fabra of Barcelona. We're delighted to have you here, Professor. Let me begin with the first of these three questions. There is much talk about building a better society in a post-COVID environment. Universities have historically been the catalyst of such changes many times in the history. What role do you think your university should play to be an active actor of that change?
In my opinion, the answer is yes. This is the classical question on Socratic intellectualism. The answer is yes, but we have to make some precisions on the question of the pursuit of the good and the pursuit of the evil. I think that this is not a problem of pursuit. This is a problem of refusal. In my opinion, the pursuit of the good is something that has brought humanity to a lot of problems. Totalitarianism, for example, is something that we have had during the last century, the 20th century, as a problem of pursuit of the good. In my opinion, the refusal of the evil is the key. And in this sense, my answer is yes, because knowledge makes us to recognize, to distinguish evil, and helps us to go the most far from it as possible. Then universities, in fact, I think that make us better.
The pandemic has forced universities to redesign how they operate. For instance, the way research is done, as well as how knowledge is delivered to students. As every cloud has a silver lining, what are the opportunities that you see?
Pandemic is, in my opinion, an occasion to distillate the activities that we are doing in universities. And I am using the same model. We cannot know why presentiality is so important for us, but we can see which part of this presentiality may be put apart and maybe leave to other systems of teaching and learning. Then I think the pandemic is helping us. We are in a very bad condition at this moment, in fact, in Europe. But I think the pandemic is going to help us to be better and to have better universities and better practices and customs in our universities.
And finally, a reflection on private and public companies, as well as governments. All of these are dealing at different levels on the topic of ethnicity and race. Now, specifically on ethnicity and race, what is your university doing in that direction?
We have in our university precisely a unity, a group of persons working in the structure of the university to try to be really engage in the problems of inequality, to solve problems of inequality. We don't know exactly what is equality, but we know what is inequality, and multiculturalism helps us to recognize inequality and to fight against inequality, to obtain what we are saying during the last years as the flag of our university, that is planetary well-being.
Thank you very much, Professor Casals. It's been a pleasure to have you here.
Well, thank you very much, and see you very soon.